Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we have the Saturday night press conference just coming down. We had some almost disasters that just got saved on the bell. Virtually all of them. It was disaster after disaster. Today was terrible, but they just recovered just in time. We had I'll show you all the disasters just coming down. Let me go through them now. Now, the first game, it was the Brisbane Lions against Fremantle. Now, let's go to Brisbane Lions. Lockie Neal had a great game, 124. Some people own him, so well done if you got him. Josh Dunkley is a superstar, 109. But have a look at the gentleman or the young boy that's underneath him. It's Will Ashcroft just coming down. Scored a 103. I said he can't even score 80s. He went nuts. Thank God I didn't have to get led this week. If I had to get led, I had to get rid of Ashcroft. It's actually worked out well now. I didn't have to get led. So it worked out very good. Ashcroft, very good boy. Okay, next. Zorko, he was looking really good. He got injured, but he's not really Supercoach relevant. Daniel Rich, not Supercoach relevant, but he is because with Rich getting injured, now McKenna gets the kickouts again, so McKenna scored a 70, and he may go nuts again next week. So if you got McKenna, just hold him now. Just come down and hold him, because McKenna does well when Rich doesn't play. So now Wilmot, he had a good game, scored 63, but we had to get rid of him because we had to bring in Day. Okay, so we needed two rookies to go out. So Day came in, and Day did well, so it's not a problem. We have no regrets. And actually, that's it for Brisbane Lions. Is there anyone else here of any relevance? Let's have a look. No, there isn't. There's nobody else. Okay, just coming down. All right, let's move over now to Freo. Okay, and now a few people got rid of Young recently. Now he's going nuts. I don't know what's going on with these defenders at Freo. One of them goes nuts, but the other doesn't go nuts. Then they all go nuts. It's just nuts. Just coming down. Okay. Now, Luke Ryan, he's going nuts every week. He's got 127 again. I'm just waiting for him to have a bad game, and I'm actually hoping it's in round 9. His bad game's in round 9. This way I get to pick him up in round 12 or round 13 just after his bye. So let's hope Luke Ryan in round 9 has an average game so we can get him cheap. Because now he's high on the radar. He looks like a top 6. He looks really good. Now, Shrek, that donkey, he's just rubbed it in my face every week. He just doesn't care. He just says, stick this up your nose. Okay, just coming down. He's scored another 114. He's just killing me. This is since I got rid of him every week, he's scored over 100. But when I had him, he was on 23 at halftime one game, and he scored a 39 in another game. But now he's gone nuts. Now, Sarong scored a 109. You would be happy with that. But at half-time, he was on something like, what was it, 77 or 80 or something like that. So he just stopped because he was looking really good. So I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, he scored a 109. Yeah. Now, if you've still got Cox, he's doing good again. He's having one of those years where it's either good or bad. It's nothing in between. So 105 for Cox. Brayshaw came back, scored 98, but he's not doing enough still. He's still dropping. Who else is there? Any relevance here? Jackson scored 65, but no one's got him anyway. Will Brodie having a bad year. I don't know what happened to him. Brodie's just gone downhill. Who else? Actually, there's one here. Actually, I might have missed him. Johnson scored 53. I mean, it's for a rookie that's normal, but he's going to be out for 2 weeks. He smashed someone's head into the turf of one of those tackles, one of those sling tackles. Didn't look good. It's going to be a 2-weeker, so he's gone. Sturt also got subbed out, scored 25, not enough for a rookie. And unfortunately, if you had him on field, he didn't do enough for you. And yeah, that was it for this game. Nothing too exciting about this game. Actually, I watched it, but I sort of didn't watch all of it because I switched over to the next game, which I'm going to talk about now. Just coming down. They had the Sydney and the GWS game on virtually at the same time. It was like a 15-minute difference. So I had to watch this game because all my players were in this game. Now let's have a look at Sydney Swans. Warner had a good game if you've got him. Now Errol Gulden, after his 40 last week, triple that score. He went triple. He didn't like cleaning what was it? Where did I send him? I sent him to the MCG to clean to cut the grass with the nail clippers. He wasn't happy. Okay, he went nuts. He was got a 119. Good boy, Gilden. He's back. Okay, some people may have traded him out, but you shouldn't have because he's a top four. Probably a top four forward or maybe top five. He's there anyway. Luke Parker had a usual Luke Parker game. Lloyd had a good game. Well, 106 is okay. Now, was there anyone else that is Supercoach relevant? Does anyone have Sydney Swan players? Let's have a look. Let's go down a list. All right, no one should have Heaney this year. Let's have a look. Keep going down. Blakey scored 120 or 130 last week. Only scored 49 this week. McCartan, Clark. There's nobody. Well, Aaron Francis scored a 40. He's a rookie. He's not good. Okay. He's about 180k. Not worth it. You can't get him. And another rookie. He was on his first game. Mark Shiva. He was a sub. Scored 9 points. Okay. So it wasn't really a huge game for Mark Shiva. Okay. Was there any? That's it. That was it for this game. That was it for Sydney. Now we go over to GWS. Okay, this is where all the drama happened. I was starting to have these chest pains when I was watching this game. Now, Harry Perryman, no one cares about him. Okay, don't worry about Perryman. Who cares about Perryman? Okay, Perryman scored 125 if you do care, but I don't think nobody cares. Okay, now Tom Green, 118, 13 tackles. He was going nuts. He was a tackling machine. Anyway, Tom Green went nuts. Everyone was happy. If you held him, you're very happy, okay? If you traded him out, you're very upset with what you just seen. Anyway, Tom Green's back. He actually looked really good. Toby Green actually kicked the winning goal. It was a miracle goal. So if you saw the game, it was an unbelievable goal. Now, Stephen Coniglios, 108. He's back. He's been good. He might have been bad to some of your owners previously, but to Abs Magic and to the Scodfather, we are very happy with him. I'll just come down. Okay, scored a 108. Whitfield was tagged, scored 106. Maybe he should get tagged every week. He scores well when he's tagged. That's the secret. Just tag him, and he'll score 100. Anyway, he scored 106. Now, some people, one of my friends got Buckley. It's a good pickup. Scored 91. Played full back at 91. That's not bad. It's not a bad effort. And in the rain. Now, the one that was bothering me was Kelly. He was something on like about 49 at three-quarter time on 49. Anyway, he got to 92, then got sculled down to 88. I'll take 88 because it was looking terrible. He can't play in the small grounds. He likes playing at bigger grounds. That's his secret. He can't play in a small. He gets claustrophobic. Okay, I found that his problem. He suffers from claustrophobia. Just come down. Anyway, I told him at three-quarter time. Actually, I didn't say nothing to him. I started doing smellies, okay, and he knew that last week I made him clean the toilets, or it was the week before, and I was doing these smellies, and he got the hint, so he went nuts. Okay, just come down. Anyway, Finn Callahan scored 88. Now, of course, he's playing good now because I got rid of him. I got rid of the spider. Now he's going nuts. Himmelberg. He was having a really quiet game, and he scored 88. He's doing okay, but I don't know if it's enough to get him in. Okay, he played as a seventh defender, played as a second ruck. That's what he scored. As a forward, he scored one goal, but didn't do enough as a forward. Might have to watch him one more time. Okay, yeah, let's continue. Actually, is there anyone else of interest here? Rousden was a sub, came on. He actually looked good again. He looks good when he comes as a sub. 16 points, Supercoach points. All his cash is gone. He just ate up all his cash. Okay, he spent it all. He went on a holiday and spent all his money. Just come down. Now he's not worth much anymore now. And there was a new boy, Angwin. What did Angwin do? 42. It's okay. Was it Angwin, the new boy? Well, I think it was Angwin. Anyway, he wasn't. He was just okay. Anyway, now, let's have a look at some of the... I'll put a tweet up for Josh Kelly. Let's have a look at some of the replies on the tweet I put up. Now, we put up a tweet. Here it is. It said, Jelly, do something. Okay, just come down. And Oscar replied, huge last quarter. Okay, Oscar was very excited like I was. David Tonkin, he said, is this meant to be funny? David, this is not for funny, okay? Just calm it down, David. It's not for funny. This is because I'm angry. Just calm it down, okay? And my boy Jeff, he forgot he forgot the game was on because he was watching the other game. Just calm it down, Jeff. There was 2 games same time again. I can't believe this. Okay, Tyson, he said champion that they kissed him. Okay, at the end, well, he did. Okay, sort of. Just calm it down. Anyway, we'll take it. Okay, Ian Lloyd, I came to your Twitter page just for this. Can you yell a little bit louder? Well, I can't yell on Twitter. You just come down. They're going to kick me out of there. Just come down. Okay. And Mark says, there is. Okay, well, yes. Okay, just come down. I don't understand that one. Matthew Philuk says, Gulden is playing pure wing. I see it, but I don't believe it. Do something. Well, he did do something, Matt. Just come down. TSO, he said, upgrade Ashcroft to him. Oh, that's a disaster. Okay, sorry to hear that one. I mean, yeah, that's a bad one. Okay, sorry, TSO. Okay, Joey, get one for Gulden, please. Well, Gulden just went nuts in the last quarter as well, or even after half time. He was on about 40, and he went crazy. And Charlie said, Jelly, do something and get off the pine. Well, Jelly was on the pine. Charlie has a point. Jelly was on the pine a lot, okay? I think... you know what it is, Charlie, okay? I think I put players on the bench last week to peel oranges and bananas, okay? They started making fruit salads. That's what the problem is. They made fruit salads. My players got too comfortable sitting on the bench. Just calm it down. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. Jake got very angry. He had no more guitars left, so he broke his mother's violin now. He went nuts. Mum's not going to be happy now, Jake. Just calm it down. Anyway, that's all the comments we had. Let's go to the next game. We now move over to the next game. It was the Dogs versus the Hawks. Okay, now, at this stage, I was projected to still score around about the 2,500 range. And now we'll put the VC on Bont. Actually, his score's gone down. It's down to 122 now. It was 125 when I last saw it. Now it's down to 122. So we're not going to take it. We're going to gamble now on who we're gambling on. Probably Dacos. We're going to have a gamble on Dacos. He's going to have a go for us. Okay, so 122, we can't take it. It's not enough. It's 125. I was actually considering it, and it still wasn't enough. But now 122, I can't take it. Now, with this game, the Bont at quarter time was on 14 points. We had Seamus Mitchell on 18 points. And we had Green on 18 points. So my 2 rookies were outscoring the Bont. How can that possibly happen? Anyway, after that, the Bont went on a rampage. He went up to 70, from 18 to 70 in one quarter. And then he stopped again. It was just a stop-start game. He was heavily tagged by Nash. So to score 122 with a heavy tag, it's a very good effort. I was very, very proud of him. But we could have just gone to that 130 mark. I would have been prouder. Just come down, Bont. Anyway... in this game, who else was of relevance? Let's have a look. Well, Tim English scored 90. Only 90, I can't believe it. Against Hawthorn. Actually, the Hawthorn ruckman, Reeves, he had 43 hitouts. Tim English had 30. Only 11 disposals for English. Reeves had 15. Reeves actually beat him. It's incredible. Reeves had a really good game. Reeves looked really good. I'm going to actually go Reeves this week. Just come down, everybody. I'm going to have a look at Reeves. Actually, let's have a look at Reeves. Okay, everyone just come down. Let's have a look at Reeves. Now, Reeves' break-even is 8, so that he's smashed that, that's for sure. So he's probably made another 30 or 40K. So it's about 385, just say, all right? 385K for Reeves. What's he been scoring? Let's have a look. How well has he gone? Well, it's not that bad. 117 against GWS. I'm not worried about these games, all right? 117 against GWS. 74 against Adelaide, okay? But the problem is his upcoming fixture isn't that good, okay? He had a good game against the Dogs. Then he's going to play against Shrek. Then he's going to play against Grundy and Gorn. And then his draw comes better. But then he's got West Coast. He's got St Kilda. Well, he's got an easy game against Port. But it's not as easy, so it's something you have to consider. He's going to have 2 tough games back-to-back. Probably not worth it. Okay, forget I mentioned him. Just calm down. Let's continue. Okay, where is it? Okay, back to here. Back to the Dogs. Okay, so we had the Bont. Who else was Supercoach relevant? Well, we talked about English. McCrowny scored 96. Libba was missing. Okay. Dale and Richards both scored 80s. Not enough. Okay, they're not primo standard anymore. Dale is so disappointing this year. And that's about it. There's nobody else. Okay, actually, there's one more. You might have had him on field. Baker scored 69, which is not bad, but had 86 fantasy points, which means he should have scored more. 16 kicks, 4 handballs, but 75%. It's not that bad. Why can we scored so low? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, he scored a 69. Okay, not a good number either. Just coming down. Okay, let's go over. Actually, Jones. Where is he? Where's Jones? Some people still got Jones. He scored 54. Okay, that's disappointing as well, especially up against Hawthorn. Hawthorn's full forward. He went nuts. Where is he? Lewis. He was marking everything. He just couldn't kick goals, but he was taking one grabbers non-stop. Anyway, let's go to Hawthorn. Actually, let me just go back to the Dogs. McLean was a sub. He didn't play. A sub that didn't play. How does that work out? Does the coach not like McLean that much that he lets all the players be tired, not even bother put McLean on? Does that make sense? Okay, anyway, it didn't make sense. McLean didn't play. He was a sub and didn't play. Yeah, that's very interesting. I've never seen that before. This is the first time that has happened this year. Anyway, let's go to Hawthorn. Sicily, at quarter time, looked terrible. I think it was on 8 points. He ended up on 128. He went nuts. Hardwick, well, taking all the kick-ins. Reeves had a good game. Will Day, my boy, brought him in this week. Very happy. 97. He was a 450k player, scoring 97, scoring better than some of my primos. Very, very happy with Will Day. Walpole's still scoring okay now, but his scoring has dropped a little bit since Day's in the team now. Is there anyone else? Well, there is. There's a few here of interest. We're going to go to them now. Okay, let's go down. Let's go all the way down here now. Where are they? Brockman. You probably got him. He actually looked really good, and the score of 51 undersells him, I reckon, because he looked much better than 51. Seamus Mitchell was on 41 at 3/4 time. He's a Bull Terrier. They subbed him out. I couldn't believe it. How'd you sub him out? He was doing so well. Anyway, they subbed him off, brought in Scrimshaw, and in 1/4, Scrimshaw scored 32. Anyway, there's a rookie here, Weedle, on debut, scored 38. Now, he's available to pick up the following week, not next week, the week after, if you want him, or if you don't like, okay, you can go for Ramsden, scored 22, both, it's not enough. Combined score of 60 together, okay, they're not going to make much cash, but Weedle did look okay, so I might have to go for Weedle, but it's about 130k, he's not the cheap, he's not cheapo, but he may have some job security, I'm not sure, because Scrimshaw was missing, and Scrimshaw looked good, and anyway, let's continue. All right, we move over to West Coast against the Blues. Okay, now I didn't watch this game. Okay, so if you watch this game, let me know how it was, because I didn't watch a minute of it. Okay, because I was too busy watching a Melbourne game. I was too busy watching Grundy. Anyway, this was the West Coast and the Carlton game. Now, for West Coast, is there any players of interest? I always said there's no players of interest, but there is one. Okay, which we didn't know about. Okay, it's Tim Kelly. Scored 71. The team that's coming first owns Tim Kelly, so now he is of interest because we don't want him to perform. That's what the interest is, just coming down. So he scored a 71, and I think the leading team is going to be very upset with that. Even though he did score 108 fantasy points, he went at 37%. So I don't know if it was raining. I have no idea. I didn't look at the game. Okay, so I got no idea. It was a forecast. No, it was fine. Forecast fine, 19 degrees. It wasn't raining. How does he go up 37%? Anyway, anyone else? Well, there is one. Ginby, 39. If you had him on field, if you still got him, looks like he's finished. Okay. Well, I didn't see the game. I'm repeating myself, just coming down. Anyway, I didn't see the game. But Ginby, didn't look that good. Well, it doesn't look like he looked that good. Okay, 39, not enough. Time to sell. Time to trade him out. Now, let's move over to Carlton. Okay, the Blues. Now, Curnow, 9 goals. Oh, my God. Who was the fullback at West Coast? Tom Barras. Actually, there's another player of interest. Tom Barras, 28. He's going to drop in price again. How does Curnow score 9 goals? They had a huge win, 152 points. They went nuts. Cripps, 153. Who else is here? Hewitt, no, Walsh, 17. How many hundreds have they got here? They got all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four players over 130. Anyway, Walsh, another 117. Doherty, looks like he's back, 106. Sard, did he get subbed? Did he get injured? Was Sard injured? No, just subbed out. Maybe just for precaution reasons. Scored 96 at three-quarter time. That's not bad. Subbed at three-quarter time. He was going nuts as well. Scored 96. The interesting one here is Chinkota, 88. That's like a primo. That's like having a Dale or a Ed Richards who scores 80s. He's better than a Dale and Ed Richards. Chinkota. We're gonna get him next week. Should have got him this week if I knew he was this good. Just calm it down. Anyway, we'll get him next week. Primo field. Now we've got another primo. Just calm it down. All right, 102k. Too good to be true. I can't believe I'm even seeing this. Anyway, was there anyone else? That's about it for Carlton. Okay, good winning for the Blues. Very happy for their supporters because I've got a lot of friends that are Carlton supporters and they're having a miserable year. So congrats to all the Carlton fans. 100-point win. Go to Blues. They're just coming down. All right, let's continue. We move over to Melbourne versus North Melbourne. Now, this was a big game. This was huge for me because, to be honest, at the start of the game, I knew Grundy had a break even of 130 or something. If he got a 70, I was going to be very happy, okay, because I knew I was going to lose cash. I just didn't know how much I'm going to lose, okay? It's like when you go to a supermarket and they miss the shopping, you know you're going to lose the cash. You just don't know how much it's going to buy. Just coming down. Well, luckily for us, Grundy didn't cost us that much, okay? And he scored a 90, so we're not going to lose that much. They're probably going to lose under 20k, probably about 15k. It's actually worked out really good. Now, Petrarca scored a 167. He went nuts. Petrarca. Now, he's one of those players, he either goes nuts or he goes 100s, okay? So it was one of those going nuts games, okay? He went crazy. Oliver, at quarter time, had 16 touches. He was going crazy. He was going nuts as well. Everyone's going nuts this week. Anyway, he stopped. 134. He was playing his slump. He didn't have to go in hard. There was no point. They were killing him. So he was just strolling. He even spent 79% time on ground. He's normally a 90% player. He was just taking it easy. And I was so happy. I didn't want him to score 150 because that's 300 points I'm giving away to all my opponents. So 134, very good for us. I had a break even on 160, I think it was. So he's going to lose some more cash. Not much, but a bit more. Now, who else is there? Pickett. He scored 16 points last week, something like that, or was it 14 or 16? Well, he scored 121 this week. People that traded him out will be so upset. This is heartbreaking. It's like, this is actually worse than Shrek, what he's doing to me, what Pickett did to the people that traded him out. Actually, how much is it? What's he worth now? Let's have a look. What's his price? His break-even was 137. He's got a 121, so he's going to lose another 10k or just under. So he'll be about 365-ish, but still has that 16 in a scoring cycle next week. So don't rush to get him in. Just wait. Just calm it down. He's got an easy run coming as well. No, just don't rush to get him, okay, if you really want to get him. But he's one of those players, as you can see here, he's not a player that you want to get either. He can score a 61 or a 16 or an 89. So he can go really up and down. He can go missing, okay? So people that traded him out for a reason because he went missing. So if you really want to get him, you're going to pull your hair out. But then again, he's going to have you a big game as well. Maybe a good player to have on the bench, okay, and then has a big game, just sub him in, because Melbourne have a lot of early games as well, so you can actually do that. Anyway, something to think about. Let's continue. Now, we move over to Grundy. He scored 89, okay. Now, Grundy, he was virtually on nothing, okay? He was on like 32 points at halftime. 32 points at halftime. He was driving us nuts. He scored 57 in the second half. He did the same thing he did last week. Second halves of his game. First half, he doesn't want to turn up. He wants to play the second half. Anyway, let's have a look at my tweets. Okay, I tweeted, Grundy, do something. I was so upset. This is the third time I smashed the guitar this week. Or today, actually. And my boy Jeff, he asked me, why did I hold him? Why didn't I get rid of him? Well, actually, I couldn't because I had other trades to fix. I had to bring in other boys, so I was holding him for a while. So I even mentioned I had other issues, okay? And Sean Kieran says he held Grundy as well. He had to hold him. He had the same issues I had to hold him. And Darren, he says, I feel he just get to 100, which you would take right now. Actually, he nearly did, Darren. He nearly did, just coming down. And Supercoach HJ is very excited. Actually, I think they were excited because he wasn't scoring the 100, but he got there anyway. And Oscar here, higher, he said, I traded out Pickett, and he smashes the TV, just coming down, Oscar. Okay. MJL says, you would think Zeeble would do something considering the ball never leaves North's backline. Well, actually, he scored 100. Wasn't too bad. He came back as well. Now, Tyler said, I held him for one more week. Need to upgrade him. At least it makes for a good video. Actually, Tyler, it makes a good video because you know why? He came back. Just coming down. Okay. Now, Hexorcism, he said he might need 100 guitars, but you don't need them now. We're going to celebrate. We're going to party. Just coming down. All right, and my boy here, Eugene, he says Saturday nights have been horrendous to both of us for a whole year. Well, it has been, but, today wasn't that bad, okay? It could have got worse. Harry said needed a guitar for JVR. Yeah, JVR went bad, okay? Like, I had him off field, but I had Green on field. Same thing. I had to pick one of them. Supercoach DPW said you should have been a little bit more specific. Now he's doing something, but that something is clangers. It's my fault. I know I should have told him, kick it to us, just coming down. And his wife has said looked Zeeble did a hammy or calf, but he didn't, so he was lucky. We had one more response. James says I got rid of him for English, but English only went 90, so it's not as good. Yeah, it's the same thing. Anyway, let's continue. I just missed him. Chandler, 104. If you've started Chandler this year, you've done so well for yourself. He's probably the rookie of the year, Chandler. Besides the Sheezels and the Chisels and all them, Chandler probably the rookie of the year. Sensational. He's making a big cash as well. So lucky. Well, it's probably skill more than lucky, but then again, it could be lucky that you got him anyway. Well done to you if you got him. Now, let's keep going down. Gorn scored 80. Grundy outscored Gorn. Now, I don't know if I want Gorn. Gorn in the second half of every game now spends more time in the forward line. Up until half time, they share the ruck 50-50. Then after that, Gorn goes forward and Grundy takes more of the midfield time. I might even keep Grundy for another week if he's going to keep doing this. He did the same thing last week. And, so it's something we have to think about this week. We'll think about it anyway. We'll have a think about it. We'll continue. Anyway, let's continue. What else happened this week? Let's go all the way down here. Van Ruyen scored a 33. Very, very, very disappointing. Okay. So a lot of people had him on field. So he didn't do much, unfortunately. If you looped him and Green, there's not much difference. You got an extra 5 points. Anyway, let's go to North Melbourne. Aaron Hall, 117. People were saying Aaron Hall in means Shizzle's not going to perform. Well, Shizzle's got 107. He had 30 possessions, same as Hall. So Shizzle's back. Just come on down, everyone. Shizzle's back. And so is Zeebles. Scored 100. And Zeeble was going really bad. It was on 35 at half time. He went nuts in the second half. So both Shizzles and Zeebles both scored 100. Very happy. Now, was there anyone else at North Melbourne that we like? Okay. Well, there is some big news. Tom Powell got injured. Now, if you got Phillips, we know LDU's going to come back in, but Phillips might be a chance to come back in again as well. So if you got Phillips, hold him for another week. He might come back next week, but then again, he might be the sub. He couldn't even become the sub in this game, and they had injuries, so I don't know if the coach likes him anymore. Something wrong with him. Maybe the coach doesn't like him. Anyway, I don't know. Just coming down. All right, let's continue. Our projection has dropped. It was huge at one stage. It was close to 26. 2600. It was very close to it. It's dropped not much, 24-73, and there's no way we're going to get that, okay? I'm not going to get too excited about this score because I've got here Dacos going to score 160 as a captain. Now, we know that's not going to happen, so I'm not going to get too... And it says Hopper's going to score a 115. Now, we know that's not going to happen. Who else has got to play for... Actually, we haven't got many players left. We've got Setterfields. We've got Zach Merritt, Taranto, and Dawson. Dawson has to go 130. Is that 120? It's a 120. So Dawson 120, Taranto 124, Merritt 108, Hopper 81. Actually, they can get these, but the only one that's going to be hard is Dacos to get 160. Okay, that's near impossible. So we'll see what happens. Okay, actually, not even 160. It's 166. He has to get. That's actually impossible. You're not going to get 166. You're going to get a tag. All right. Anyway, we're still going to captain him. All right. It's going to be either Dacos or it's going to be Dawson. I haven't decided. I might even go Dawson. All right. We'll see who we go for. Anyway, hope you're having a good weekend. That's all for today. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Take care. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.